Yeah, I mean, not really what I planned. I sort of have lived like a really quiet life for the last 10 years, making music and writing in Brooklyn and the Bronx for 8 years. And
it's Miles the DJ, Live 105, and I feel like we should just have a conversation right now.
I'm happy.
You know what I mean?
That.
I'm not trying to be all like, yo, I'm going to interview you right now. Like,
I'm with you.
I'm a fan. I want to discuss things, you know?
She gets to sit at the board?
Yeah, I'm giving her my board right now.
Master.
I want to thank you for coming in because you inspired me to clean my office today.
Did I?
It's usually an absolute mess, and I'm like, you know what? Lana Del Rey is going to be here, one of the biggest music artists on the planet, and I got to make sure it looks okay.
It actually looks really nice.
You just performed a couple songs for us,
yeah.
and how did that go?
Yeah, really well. It's always good to play with the boys. I've been playing with Blake and Byron this year, so I just do like a simple setup when I do radio, just like electric guitar and keyboards or baby grand if we have it. So yeah, really good.
Very cool.
It's not hard to.
You know what you're doing.
You've
been making music for a minute now, right? I mean, Born to Die just recently came out. It's your first record as Lana Del Rey, but you've been making music for a long time. So you kind of, at this point, you know what you're doing. You can make songs.
I do. I'm like really familiar with the way that I do things. I mean, I do it my own way, but I've been writing my own stuff for a long time and really just kind of loving it. And yeah.
Before Born to Die came out, is it true that you put out some music before under your real name, Lizzie Grant? Is that
sort of? I had a first record which was beautiful, but it was also released under Lana Del Rey.
Okay, cool.
I had an EP in 2008 under Lizzie Grant. It was just like 3 tracks.
Would it be fair to call Born to Die, the new record, like a different musical direction?
No, it's a new record, but it's exactly in the same sort of like... I mean, my inspirations and sort of motivations have been the same since I was really young. And like, when I write, it's usually... I mean, like when I sit down to write, I'm usually just trying to document the way things happen in my life, just in song form. So, yeah, it's similar, just new songs.
Are you pretty surprised with all the hype and all of the attention you've been getting? I mean, you're a fairly new artist. How did this happen? It seems like there was one day, I'm walking around, I'm coming to work, and you're not in my life. All of a sudden, the next day, all I hear about is Lana Del Rey, and I'm listening to this record.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I'm a fan. I'm into it. Don't worry. It's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, not really what I planned. I sort of have lived like a really quiet life for the last 10 years, making music and writing in Brooklyn and the Bronx for 8 years. And I don't know, like I've just always felt really passionate about writing and then editing the videos. So before I put video games up, I had sort of written a lot. I'd written my first record and also just, it was probably my 13th video I had made, because I made a video for every song on my first record. And yeah, I mean, I think when Fern Cotton, who's one of the most famous radio DJs in Europe, started spinning it on Radio 1, things started changing a little bit, because there's only one main station in Europe. So that really shifted the focus. I signed my first deal after that. And
you've been getting a lot of love in Europe lately. You won a Brit Award not too long ago, and it seems like Europe is an audience you are really appreciative of. That means a lot to you.
Well, they've just been really supportive of me, like at a time when I felt like I did a lot of things independently for a long time. Like I ran my own show, I made all my own choices, I did whatever I wanted. And then when a lot more people got involved and, a lot of people started having opinions on what I did, I felt like I really needed support, and Europe just opened its arms to me and made me feel really welcomed, and like whatever choices I made were okay, and I could be creative. And so I am grateful. And to give me a Brit Award, that's like a grant, it's just a big deal here. And
now you're in the Bay Area. Our arms are open to you. We have people taking pictures.
Yeah, it's
like paparazzi here. Are you getting used to this right now? Because I'm not. This is the first for me.
Is that true?
Yeah, so I'm feeling really good right now.
July. Well, you're wearing your nice leather jacket for the occasion.
Well, I knew you'd be here. I want to look nice.
I'm into it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where I am. Sometimes they're taking pictures.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you love talking about Saturday Night Live?
I'm sort of like at a 5, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Really, I'm sort of I'm used to it.
We don't need to get into the whole
Yeah.
performance. Everyone knows about it. You performed. It was the feedback was very mixed. But I will say this: I think it's a good thing, because what's going to happen is they're going to ask you back, right? And you're gonna go on,
It's
and you're gonna
possible.
kill it, because everyone's gonna watch. They want to see what you're gonna do.
It's possible.
It's gonna make you even bigger.
It's possible.
That's my theory.
Yeah, well, you know what though? It's like what the way I feel about it is like I really liked my performance. Like I support myself and what I do.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm not a normal performer. Like I do what I want. Like if I feel like in a weird freaking mood and I want to perform that way, like that's just what I do. It doesn't matter if it's on SNL. It doesn't matter if I'm at Amoeba. Like for an in-store record thing, like I'm not gonna be like more normal just because I'm on like a national platform.
Sure.
Like I just got off a world tour around Europe and everywhere, and like China, like before I went on SNL. So it was sort of just a continuation of what I was already doing. But they've been, they say things about me no matter what I do.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter about the performance. They're just gonna say.
Well, it's like a
things.
build you up, tear you down kind of
Yeah.
situation, right?
But I'm in sort of a place where reality doesn't really matter. Like what I actually do has nothing to do with what they say, or at least what they write about.
You talked about Amoeba. You were in San Francisco a couple weeks back. Did an in-store. What was that like?
Oh, it was just heaven. It was like not supposed to be an official show, but I really, everyone who came like knew me so well just through my lyrics. And, I was there for 7 hours after the show meeting people.
7 hours?
Yeah. Me and my tour manager took a car back at 1 a.m. to LA, and, because I was standing there talking with everyone and we were just talking to each other about what music meant to us, and, them giving me their emails with their information and their music. And like, cause I have a relationship with them, like I'm interested in people who are interested in me. Those are people I want to.
I'm one of those people.
Oh yeah,
So
well,
we
give me
can-
your number.
Yeah, I'll give you my number. I have a card right here. Take that.
I will.
One more thing I actually want to ask you. When can we expect in the Bay Area to have you in town to do a proper show?
That's a good question. We've been talking about it since we've been here. I know we have 3 nights set up for LA. Haven't like released the official dates, and then just hope we can sort of do San Francisco and San Diego too.
Okay.
I don't know though.
But it'll happen though, right?
Definitely.
We'll see you at some point.
Yes, sir.
Lana Del Rey, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Okay.